Welcome to Wealthsync, a web-based platform where you can make finances fun. I'm Michael,
I'm Hussein.
I'm Yash.
And I'm Zarab.
and today we're going to first introduce the project, give you a quick demo to talk about the technologies that we use to design it, as well as recap what we've accomplished. So starting with our introduction, as financial tools and technologies become more accessible, all sorts of consumers are increasingly diversifying their portfolio. From high school students just starting their journey to older people who are a little more experienced. And people are having multiple accounts across banking, investment, and more. As the user number of accounts grows, consistently managing this budget and reconciling these sources becomes a lot more tedious, especially considering that currently most people do it manually. Also, all the current tools that target the problems that we look to solve lack a critical component in providing motivation to practice good financial habits. And our purpose is to address all of these concerns by allowing a user to manage diverse portfolios, simplify personal finance through budgeting and goal setting features, as well as increase motivation to actually build financial habits. And next, we'll have Zarab talk about the demo for our application.
I will be showing a demo of our product. So here we are started off on the dashboard. This gives you an overall view of your whole account, giving you the net worth, transactions, goals, budgets, all sorts of things. This is just a snapshot of everything you have added and just a one-stop shop to see everything. To go more into detail, you can click on the individual accounts, and let's just look at the different accounts we have here. A key feature of Wealthsync is that you can add real financial accounts through Plaid. So here we can see that we have these all different accounts as different options we can add. If we don't want to add an account through Plaid, we can also choose to manually link one. This way, you can choose to add any sort of account you want with or without linking. Additionally, you can choose to add crypto and see all the different tokens in your wallet, and this will all contribute to your total net worth. Now to see the different transactions in all your accounts, you can go to the Transactions tab and it'll show you the transactions across every single account. So for example, this is our manual account where I chose to add different transactions. So here you can choose to see different details about them, to edit them, and to add new transactions. Now let's go on to the budgeting page. Here we can manage our past and current budgets. So let's go to my current budget. This shows our unallocated and total amount and the different categories we have for it. So these categories will actually pull in real transactions from our Transactions tab and our accounts and show you how much you've spent so far, how much is the limit, how much you have left to spend. You can choose to add new transactions towards it. You can choose to create new categories with different types, which reflect good budgeting practices. You can set your limits, your names. You can edit them if you want. Just all in all, a complete breakdown of a feature set that helps you track your budgeting efficiently. Now let's move on to the goals page. Here we can see all of our different goals, our completed goals for which we got a Wealthsync score. In our goals, we can choose to complete them, edit them, move them forward by manually adding towards them. But a key feature here, as it was in the budgeting page, is this Ask AI feature. Here you can interface directly with the AI and ask it different questions about data you actually have inputted. So here, I will ask it to tell me about my goals, and it will actually give you a breakdown of all the information you have on this page. Finally, we have our community page, which is really where the social aspect of Wealthsync kicks in. Here we can choose to manage our friend requests and choose to add our friends, and see their status in their different leagues, their avatars, how they're doing, how their score is, and just give you an overall almost competition-like and community-like feel towards your finances. Now let's move on to the user menu. Here we have a bunch of different features. For example, in our preferences, we can choose to select our avatar, which we can buy through the score shop. This avatar will once again be displayed in the community page as well as in our top bar. Additionally, we have our score breakdown, where you can see all the different things that contributed to your current Wealthsync score, such as your purchases, your achievements, and just a whole financial breakdown. And finally, we have our financial concepts quiz. This financial concepts quiz actually interfaces with the AI and generates a bunch of different questions to test you on your financial knowledge. So it gives you a reason for the correct answer, whether you were correct or not in your answer. And at the end, it gives you a summary and how many points you earned. So I didn't earn any points because I didn't get any correct, so I didn't earn anything. But that is it for our application demo. Now I'll turn it over to Yash for the technical breakdown.
Okay, so I'm going to go over the technologies used for Wealthsync. So Wealthsync uses a Java Spring Boot backend that communicates with a MySQL database and a React frontend. We also have access to the Plaid API for financial transactions, the Morales API for crypto, and the ChatGPT API for our Ask AI feature. All of these different environments are containerized and deployed to AWS. This is a diagram of our AWS architecture. Users will enter through Route 53, and that will directly map to our application load balancer in the front end, which collects the certificates and goes to the application tier where it talks to our ECS Fargate instances. Those instances are populated by our ECR, and those instances talk to each other using Secrets Manager and have communication with RDS as well. We also have a sophisticated CI/CD pipeline for the front end and the back end. Shown here is our full pipeline for the back end, where we build, deploy to Docker, build our migrations, run our migrations, and then finally redeploy the ECS service. And now I'll pass it over to Hussein to do a capstone recap.
Yeah, so I'll be closing off this video by going over some of the software engineering metrics that we collected for this project. Over the course of development, we completed 145 issues and made 593 commits. We also implemented 173 unit tests for our 83 backend endpoints. Finally, we consulted 16 users for our user study, which helped give us crucial feedback to improve our platform. To summarize, Wealthsync offers users a complete solution for managing diverse financial portfolios, accessing personal financial tools, and staying motivated to build better financial habits all in one place. Thanks so much for watching, and we hope you learn more about Wealthsync.